first scoring criterion under the Supporting Community and Economic Development Initiative selection category is the Community Development Initiative. To be eligible for this criterion, projects must be a targeted geographic area, and applicants must submit a map of the area. Applicants need to submit a copy of the initiative or plan. Note that affordable housing needs to be listed as a key strategy of the plan. Applicants also need to submit a stakeholder list that identifies the roles of stakeholders. Additionally, applicants in a qualified census tract, or QCT, must provide additional documentation demonstrating commitments of public or private investment in non-housing infrastructure, amenities, or services. Applicants must also outline the current implementation plan and identify completed, underway, or planned milestones. For scattered site projects, projects must have at least 51% of the total units to qualify, and then use a weighted average to determine eligibility. To demonstrate how projects are eligible for points, applicants must complete the Community Development Initiative narrative. This can be found on page 11 of the scoring guide. The next few slides provide more detail. The first eligibility requirement is to identify the targeted geographic area. The area must be larger than the project site itself and small enough that a city or county can have jurisdiction over the targeted area. Describe the targeted geographic area in question number 2 of the Community Development Initiative narrative. Applicants must include the initiative or plan page numbers that specifically reference and define that area. If the initiative or plan does not include a map itself, use a third-party mapping tool to map the boundaries of the targeted area as defined by the initiative or plan, and submit it with the other required supporting documentation. The second eligibility requirement is to identify the current implementation plan for the plan or initiative. The timeline must be current and active, and identify milestones or steps that are completed, underway, or planned. Applicants must describe the current timeline in question number 4 of the Community Development Initiative narrative. The initiative or plan page numbers that specifically reference timeline and completed, underway, or planned steps must be included. If the initiative or plan does not include a timeline, applicants may provide supplemental documentation such as a plan update or a letter from the plan owner, and submit it with other required supporting documentation. The third eligibility requirement is to identify how affordable housing is a key strategy of the initiative or plan. Applicants must describe the objectives of the plan, how projects relate to the overall plan, and where in the plan affordable housing is listed. Applicants demonstrate this in question number 1 of the Community Development Initiative narrative. Applicants must include the initiative or plan page numbers that specifically reference affordable housing. The fourth eligibility requirement is to identify the stakeholders involved in the development, management, and/or implementation of the initiative or plan. Applicants must describe the stakeholders and their roles in question number 3 of the Community Development Initiative narrative. Applicants must include the initiative or plan page numbers that specifically reference the stakeholders and their roles. If the initiative or plan does not include a list, applicants may provide supplemental documentation such as a plan update or a letter from the plan owner and submit it with the other required supporting documentation. Projects that are in qualified census tracts or QCTs must also demonstrate how the initiative or plan includes other public or private investment that is non-housing. This investment could be commercial development, economic development, or transit development. The self-scoring worksheet provides other non-housing examples. Applicants must describe the non-housing investment in question number 5 of the Community Development Initiative narrative. Applicants must include the initiative or plan page numbers that specifically reference the investment. Successful completion of documenting a project's eligibility for points in this scoring criterion is required to claim points in the QCT Community Revitalization and Tribal Equivalent Areas selection criterion that will be discussed shortly. Eligible initiatives or plans could include neighborhood plans, county plans, or comprehensive plans. Comprehensive plans will not count on their own. Applicants must submit an acceptable Community Development Initiative narrative as a supplement, including all updates and supporting documentation described on the previous slides. Housing and market studies are not eligible.